What's good? What's bad? What's happening, y'all? This is Glitch bringing you another BDSP Wi-Fi battle. I'm back, and I brought my friend Captain Insano. He shows no mercy. So, Captain Insano is a guts boosted, adamant, max speed, max attack, perfect IV Machamp, and he is the champ. So, I'm showing you this screen so you can see that I'm not BSing y'all. He is adamant, perfect IVs, max speed, max attack, because something really strange takes place in this battle, y'all. So if you're interested, stay tuned because you're about to see the impossible become possible. I don't know if it's a glitch or if my opponent had hacked Pokemon or what, but keep watching and y'all will see. So we found my opponent Javi, and he's rocking with the Bliss Core. Bliss Core, coined it. That's my term. I don't know. Someone else might have said it. I ain't never heard it before though. So he's got the Bliss Core, pretty scary standard set, and if you don't have the right Pokemon to break Bliss Core, you're gonna lose. So looking at his team, I'm pretty sure that he's gonna want to go ahead and lead out with the Breloom. So I've got an answer to that in Cloyster. With the skill link, we break Sash with the skill link Icicle Spear. But I think that he actually predicted me to go Cloyster, so he counter-led my counter lead. Smart. Maybe. I don't know. That's what I think. But I do have a Swampert for that, expecting either the Volt Switch, the Trick, or the Overheat. And he does go ahead and show me the Trick, and he steals my leftovers and gives me a nice Scarf in return. I mean, it's nice of him to give me something, right? But I'm not going to set rocks right here. I am going to go ahead and yawn, expecting him to want to bring out the Breloom next. So this was my play, and it worked out perfectly, right? It wouldn't have if he would have been a Toxic Heal Breloom, but luckily he's not. So he does end up switching out right here. I had to get my Swampert out of there because he could have been Toxic Heal with a Grass Attack, or he could have been just wanting to stay in and hit me with a Bullet Seed, saying screw it and let's take us out of Swampert, right? So I go ahead and I switch in my Houndoom right here, expecting him to maybe want to do that. And he goes ahead and he switches into Blissey, the one who eats special attacks for breakfast. So Houndoom can't do anything in there. I got 2 Choice Scarf Pokemon. Swampert was never supposed to have a Scarf. Whatever. Right here I go ahead and I switch out into Zapdos, either expecting the rocks or the Thunder Wave. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clear these rocks off the field right about now. So we get the rocks off the field. That's groovy. I figure that this Blissey really can't do a whole lot to me except, throw me up in the air like Blisseys do. Even if it would have had something like Ice Beam, this is a calm Zapdos. It wouldn't have hardly done anything. I mean, I guess it could have froze me. That'd suck. But it didn't, and it doesn't, and it won't happen. I won't say it again. Right here, we're going to go ahead and try to discharge, maybe get a para on this thing, which would be nice. Try to slow it down. I mean, I'm sure it's Natural Cure, but he switches out anyways into Gliscor, the Bliss Core combo. Blissey Gliscor, Blissey Gliscor. It's like an anthem, right? Especially in BDSP. So right here, he gets his Toxic activated, and I really can't do anything to him. I have literally no way of touching Gliscor. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring out my Swampert and threaten that I'm going to hit him with the Waterfall, right? That's all I can do, which wouldn't do very much. The Swampert has 0 attack investment, but he don't know that. So right here, he hits me with the Facade, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my rocks up right here. I think that he kind of knew what I was going to do, so he went ahead and he took this as an advantage to bring in Blissey. Like I said, either Blissey would either been yawned, which he switches right back out into Gliscor, or he gets hit with the Waterfall. It didn't matter. Swampert can't do anything to Blissey this game. So I go ahead and I get my Swampert out of there, and it's time to bring in the man, Captain Insano, looking bulky as F, and we are here to knock some Pokemon out. Show me your walls, I'll knock it down, right? So we get our Flame Orb activated, and right here I'm gonna just go ahead and click Knockoff. I'm expecting him to bring Gliscor in. Maybe he wouldn't want to because he would figure that a Guts Machamp would have Ice Punch, but he goes ahead and he brings in Gliscor. So I click knockoff just in case he wanted to bring anything else out onto the field. He did bring Gliscor in. Now this is where things get a little bit I guess upsetting. I felt like shooting my switch after this because an impossibility takes place here. Y'all saw that I just clicked Ice Punch, right? So remember, this is a Guts Adamant Machamp, and it did like 70. Okay, look, here's the calc right here. Okay, Guts boosted Adamant full attack investment Machamp to a defensive Gliscor. Impish Nature does 98.9 to 116.4. Now, did that look like 98.9 to 116.4 to y'all? Not to me. So I figure this has to be a glitch. You know, I made this Machamp especially for Blissey and Gliscor. Unreal. So he's gonna go ahead and roost off that damage, and I'm thinking at this point that has to be a glitch. Something didn't go right in the matrix. Something is wrong, right? So I tried again, and boom, 98.9 to 116.4. That didn't happen. Okay, and in case y'all are thinking that I might be running a burned no guard Machamp, 35.1 to 41.7 is the calc for a burned no guard Machamp. It's clearly not burned, but I'm seriously doing damage like my flame orb's not even activated. Or that Gliscor is hacked. But it doesn't appear like my toxic orb is activated, right? Isn't that weird? Can y'all explain what happened to me? I'm losing sleep over it, you know, losing hair. No, I'm kidding, but I don't get it. Either way, if y'all can explain it to me, that'd be dope. So now I bring in Zapdos, because again, we're in the same position that we were at before. He can't touch me, I can't touch him, but I can get rocks off the field again. I'd like to keep his on there, but Zapdos don't know Rapid Spin, so that's not an option. Whatever, I gotta get rocks off the field because my Cloyster is very important, and this Cloyster has a sash on it, because I didn't feel like getting swept by anything. Gotta have a sash Pokemon. I've learned that the hard way more than once. You know, I like Cloyster with a wider because it restores the stats, but sometimes the sash is more necessary, right? So we're out here, Zapdos, Gliscor, staring each other down. I'm gonna go ahead and roost up again. He can't do anything to me, I can't do anything to him, but I'm kind of out of options. Like, I don't know what to do right here, you know, because my Bliscor breaker, Captain Insano, isn't working, or the game's messing up, or my opponent's cheating. One of the three. It's the only option. So it's time to sack something because I need a clean switch in to my Cloyster, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring my Azelf onto the field. Azelf wasn't doing a whole lot here anyways. It's funny, the only OU Pokemon I brought didn't do anything. Maybe Swampert's OU. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. I got my Azelf in and he didn't do anything this game. So just go ahead and hit him with the Psychic, and surprisingly this Gliscor did not have defog, he had knockoff. I wasn't expecting that, especially because he should have used that against my Zapdos, right? So he knocks off my Expert Belt, and down goes Azelf. I'm not going to bring my Machamp back in because I'm not sure if it'll KO. I mean, it technically should, but not in this game. So Cloyster's in, and right here, being the fact that we are Focus Sash, I'm gonna go ahead and Shell Smash. Expecting him to switch. I was expecting him to bring out Luke right here, but he didn't. But if he would have, I wouldn't have lost anything by Shell Smashing. I'd have just switched out anyways. But he did bring in the Heater, expecting me to probably just raw Icicle Spear. So now we're in a great position. Cloyster's getting ready to claim a kill. Hopefully. Well, he does. But I was nervous at the time because I've been playing the Battle Tower lately, and I've been missing Rock Blast like every other time. Y'all know the hacks in the Battle Tower. Oh, it piss you off so bad, man. The Battle Tower shenanigans. But anyways, luckily we're not in the Battle Tower, so the Rock Blast hit. And we go ahead and we knock the Heater out, right? So, right here he does bring out Luke. I think he should have done that in the first place, but hey, we all play the game. We want to play the way we want to play the game, right? So Luke is in, and right here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch out to my, what do I switch to? Oh, I was debating to go Houndoom, but then I didn't because I didn't want to go into a close combat and die. You know, I resist the Meteor Mash, but I was pretty sure a close combat was coming, so I did go Zapdos here, hoping to get the para. But we don't get the para right here. He does click close combat like I predicted. So we eat that up pretty well. Luke can't do a whole lot to my Zapdos at this point, you know, because if he decides to stay in and I Volt Switch out, I'm pretty sure that Luke dies. So I do end up trying to make a double right here, because at this point I'm pretty sure he's either going to Meteor Mash or Swords Dance, right? But he doesn't. He goes into his Blissey, and now I keep feeling like I'm trying to bring in my Houndoom on Blissey. We keep meeting and it's real awkward every single time. I'm like, ooh, I just drew the short end of the stick, right? So right here I'm gonna go ahead and go hard zap because I know the Blissey tricks, right? It's, he doesn't have anything that can really touch my zap with that Blissey. So I feel like we've already done this dance before a few times, and I'm gonna just go ahead and defog these stones off the field again, because, well, I can't do anything else to this Blissey, right? So defog's up, Blissey's out, and I believe that Gliscor comes back in right here. No, it's Breloom. That's right. This is where things get interesting. I go ahead and I defog these rocks off the field. I guess he got tired of the whole Blissey Gliscor shenanigans and decided it's time to put something to sleep, right? So I figured that he was going to do that. So I do end up switching into my Captain Insano right here. The not guts boosted, guts burned Machamp. Weird. I don't like it. Whatever. I'm pretty sure that he can handle the job right here anyways though, right? So the Spore fails obviously because we are burned. So right here I do end up clicking the Ice Punch, and it turns out that this Breloom is a defensive Breloom, and I calced it, and look, these calcs right here look correct for a defensive Breloom. That's not an official Breloom set, that's just a defensive set that I came up with. It would explain why the Ice Punch did that amount. So what's up with that Gliscor? I don't know, that's weird. I don't know, I just don't know. Obviously that is a defensive Breloom because my Machamp outsped it, and it had Leech Seed. So I'm sure that it was a sashed Leech Seed Breloom, probably with like Rock Tomb and Spore and maybe Focus Punch, I don't know. But anyways, it doesn't matter. So I figured that I got to go ahead and make a hard double. This is a real hard double right here because I did expect the Gliscor to come back in, and I had to threaten this out. So I made the hard double expecting the Gliscor to come in. You know, he just seeded my Machamp up. The next obvious play would be to bring Gliscor in, right? Apparently he lives Ice Punches, which is effing retarded. So Luke comes in, so I just go ahead and I go straight for the raw Icicle Spear this time because I got to get Luke out of the way. All right, Luke is always such a scary Pokemon, and I was looking in the OU tier and Luke is finally OU, which is awesome. He should have been the whole time. So we actually do pretty decent damage. Oh, you know who else is OU? Is Mew. I knew Mew would be OU, but that's a totally different topic, y'all. Sorry. So the Icicle Spear does great damage right here. And we are going to just go for it again, because right here I figure he's probably going to Swords Dance or Meteor Mash or Close Combat. No matter what he does, we do live the hit. I think that we'd take a Close Combat too, because it's not Swords Dance, and Cloyster's ridiculously thick. So we're just about ready to knock this thing out. So next time he brings Gliscor in, he cannot switch to Lucario. It's not an option. So right here I do end up go ahead and doubling over to my Zapdos, because at this point I'm sure that my opponent's pretty pissed off and he's ready to hit something with a Close Combat, right? So I do get the prediction right, and I go into Zap right here. So we don't get the para right here, unfortunately, but I can sense an aggression, a little bit of an aggression in my opponent's playstyle at this point. I think he's getting upset because time's running down and we are in the lead. So I do expect him to try to attack me right here. So I'm going to just go ahead and Volt out. And I was right, and we do end up getting the prediction right. He hits me with an extreme speed, expecting that we are faster than him, but we weren't. I'm sure of that. But we do get the para that time, but at this point that para didn't matter. A little too late for the paralysis, but well, we take it, right? So right here, Zapdos is out, and it's time to go ahead and bring in, I think that I do go Houndoom right here. Yeah, it's time to bring in Houndoom. So I'm expecting him to go Blissey again. The battle's winding down, but my opponent's down, and he's gonna go ahead and try to even up the score right here. So he tries to make an aggressive play with a Starmie that has to be a rapid spinner, right? So I am sure that it is not offensive, probably. I mean, it could have been carrying a Choice Scarf, but it wasn't, and I was. So Nana Nana Boo Boo, Starmie will never catch me. Yeah, this whole game was so strange right here. If y'all can let me know what happened to Captain Insano, I'd appreciate it. Or if y'all think that my opponent was using a hacked Pokemon, or if the game just glitched, and if y'all have seen this glitch before, I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about the glitch in the game, right? Let me know. Oh, I did lead Swampert right here because I was just going to start spamming Waterfall if the game would have continued, which obviously it didn't. So GG to my opponent. Really weird game. Yeah, hope that y'all enjoyed the battle. Like, subscribe, and I might record another battle before Scarlet and Violet. I might not, but either way, hope that y'all have a good rest of the day, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.